Hello. This is Nabre or Stiff Gaming here for a replay analysis. This is probably going to be the first one I'm actually going to be able to upload to YouTube since I did just buy XSplit. I've been on Twitch for a little over a week now, and I've just been working on my casting and getting better at it, and I felt I should just go ahead and buy XSplit because I really feel dedicated to this, guys. I am Navre, just a little bit about myself. I am a Diamond North American Zerg player trying to get better, and the main thing I've started casting is because I just want to be in the esports scene. And first of all, it's fun, well, lots of fun. But second of all, I just felt like playing got too stressful for me, so I've decided to take a bit of a more chill route. And not that I'm gonna ever stop playing, but it's just good not to put my faith in that as much. So here we are. We're gonna go into a replay. It's ZvT. I feel like a lot of the lower league people, such as Diamond, not Diamond as much, but Platinum, Gold, Silver, Bronze, aren't as updated with the metagame for some certain matchups, and ZvT is one of those. I feel like the ZvT metagame for Zerg versus Terran is extremely good. There are a few Zergs in the lower league that just don't know how to do it as much. It's a very good strategy. And this replay was given to me by a pro player, Grandmaster on the North American ladder, named Sasquatch. And he's a part of Team Convergence Gaming, and he's just a very skilled player, fundamentally skilled, very good decision making, very good builds. I don't know if he still uses this quite as much, but it does have quite a large success rate in the lower leagues for those people who use it. But I just wanted to go into a bit more analysis on why it's so good and how it works. And I hope you guys enjoy this. This probably will be my first real YouTube upload. Sorry about that first video. It has horrible quality, but I'm going to work on this for y'all. And any feedback you can give me, of course. I'm a new caster, so it's always good to get feedback. Any quality problems or sound problems, I'm always open to changing a few things for the better. Also, I have to apologize for a loud house at times. It can get loud. Hold on, let me just turn on my overlay, actually. I keep on forgetting that, so right there, I think it is. It's not showing up, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and then add it. Sorry, I might have to cut this out of the file, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's just leave it out. You'll be able to see the timing, but whatever. This isn't gonna be as much for entertainment purposes. I mean, it will kind of be, but it's a pretty one-sided game. Now, this is Sasquatch versus QXC. ZvT on the map known as Tal'Darim altar. And we're going to get started here in just a second, guys. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and load up the replay. I sure hope this doesn't mess me up. Let's check me. Get off. Okay. Yep, it's just supposed to be blank. Here we are. So I'm actually going to pause it and make sure it didn't mess up my XSplit. Sometimes I know there's some difficulties with switching to older replays because it has to, load an older version of StarCraft 2. This is a little bit older replay, but not enough to make that much of a difference. The opening is still going to be the same, and it's just a really cool, really fast tech build. Can be aggressive, and I'm just going to show it to you guys real quick here in just a second. Once this gets loaded up. Here. Just waiting now, guys. A little bit about myself. I have casted a few tournaments back in the day. Last night I casted a Daywalker, Platinum and Under. I casted a Zeke at North American Daily. Whoops, not supposed to do that. And hold on, let me just check, make sure everything's a-okay. It is. Okay, so here we go. Gonna pull up the nameplates here. And then the top right hand corner we have the purple Terran FXOqxc. I'm sure you've all heard of him. And in the bottom left hand corner we have the pink Zerg Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a part of Convergence Gaming. Obviously QXC is a part of FXO, as we can see here. But what I was going to say is, yeah, I have casted some other stuff a long time ago. Reddit small time tourney. I used to run a Bronze League only tournament. Just kind of ran out of people for that. I casted that. And yeah, so here we go. Sasquatch is on the same team as Yata. He was a recent breakout performer at MLG. He did very well, had a very good rank, taking up some very well-known people. Let me make sure my music's not too loud real quick, guys. Might be a bit too loud. Something's too loud. I hear this way too much, but whatever. So yep, here we go. And I'm going to go for +2 just for the sake of speed. I might have to commentate a tournament in just a little bit, and that will be good. A team from America. Sasquatch is a mana guy, just being a little bit funny here. You sure? So yep. Yep, moving right along, QXC gonna go ahead and take his gas. Now, for Zerg players who don't know, if a Terran should probably take one gas. If they don't, they're either gonna do a really fast expansion or do some marine-only pressure, which could be all in, and it might not be. But Sasquatch is gonna opt for the 15 expand. The 15 expand is viable in ZvT. The Terran just really can't do a whole lot that is 100% going to kill a bunker that you can't defend as Zerg. If he throws down a bunker, then you can just have your drones kill it off, and drones versus marines honestly isn't that bad of a fight. So yep, you can do that. Contrary to the cannon rush for Protoss, which is actually extremely hard to fend off for Zerg, and can be almost impossible. Marine gonna deny scouting here from Sasquatch, but he can kind of assume, since the Marine is out this far, that there is going to be an expansion planned down in the near future. Sorry about a little lag, guys. This is the first time I'm going to be locally recording, so I might have to tweak some features in the future. One of the observers has left the game. And we're moving right along here. QXC going to open up typical reactor factory, reactor Hellion. Probably going to get out 2 to 4 Hellions to just get map control away from the Zerg, and that's such a good thing to do as a Terran player if you're watching. Zerg really can't feel safe unless they do have that map control, and you really can't take map control from Hellions as Zerg until you have speed or a good amount of roaches. So yeah, here we go. QXC gonna go ahead and expand. Not a bad decision at all. Just gonna. It's pretty safe considering he knows the cross positions, and the expansion's already down for Zerg, so you really can't do any one-base shenanigans. Zergling's gonna chase this across the map. 2 Marines will spell the end of these 2 Zerglings. QXC being actually really good in denying any information taken in by Sasquatch. Sasquatch really doesn't know that expansion's there, but he can kind of generalize off of what QXC is doing and what he has that will be there. Obviously there's no all-in quite yet, but Sasquatch, you never know. Could be something weird. 3rd creep coming down for Sasquatch. Just to spread creep always good to do. Never a bad decision, because creep just helps so much. It's almost it probably is 100% necessary in ZvT because of just having your units move faster than his. You can retreat faster, you can reinforce faster, and your units can surround easier, which is a lot of what Zerglings do. Spawn card coming out here for Sasquatch. You only really need 1 because of this sort of choke point for this natural. And yep, the game's moving right along. We do see some Marauders being constructed. Now typically what this means is going to be a Marauder Hellion all in. Marauders to take down the Spine Crawlers and Hellions to kill the Zerglings. This kind of counters the counters of the Marauders counter the counter the Hellions, which is the Spine Crawler, and the Zerglings count, and the Marauder and the Hellions counter the counter to Marauders, which are Zerglings. So basically it's based off of engagement. We do see a macro hatchery coming down, and that's for his first part of an interesting play. Probably not any more interesting to the higher up players, but what is more interesting is this +1 armor really fast. Now actually I'm going to rewind it, and then we're going to fast forward back up to when he took his gas. He keeps 3, whoops, when did he take that gas? Oh, sorry guys. Not that. Takes it really late, around 18 food here. Okay, so he's only got 1 guy in gas. Okay, he's gonna leave 1 guy in gas until he has that 100. Until he has 100 gas. He puts 2 guys back in gas at some point just to increase the amount at which he's getting, because he does get armor first. But yes, he gets armor before he gets any type of layer, and that's just how he techs up. He also gets a macro hatch because of his low gas income. He can just afford that because he's only mining minerals. That's just that many. That's just those extra minerals that are coming in for Sasquatch. I am actually going to turn down the master volume just a little bit. I feel like it's just a little bit too loud. And yep, there we go. And then that's going to come down and be timed almost perfectly with this 150 gas. Probably could have thrown that down earlier and had it timed even better. I want to emphasize how big gas is in this game. I don't think a lot of lower level players realize when you take your gas can really affect your income throughout and your economy throughout the rest of the game. And we do see this +1 armor coming down even before layers even being researched. And another interesting thing is he's building another evolution chamber now. He is going to get +1 armor and +1 attack even before he starts his layer. This is just a good thing to do. You can even catch your opponent off guard with lots of Ling timing attacks with +1/+1. Lings are actually better than Marines, and maybe even Hellions if Hellions aren't macroed correctly. They're just way better, especially if they have a upgrade advantage. Now we do see 3 gas coming down. He just wants to get ready to take his layer and be able to go into his next tech tree, which is going to be which we'll see what it is in a little bit. Now this third hatchery just comes down, and it also, look at the placement, it spreads creep from the main to the natural. If you really just don't feel like using a creep tumor to have to spread creep from here to here, you can just place the creep tumor at the front of your base and that will spread it. He is going to go for layer right here and with his next 100 gas, and you just want to use that gas whenever it comes up to tech up. Even if you feel like your layer's early, whatever, you just have that up. But he did use the first 150 gas to get this armor, and then he used the next 100 gas to get these melee attacks. And as we see, he puts full amount of guys on gas that he can have. We do see the third queen. Nope, it's the second queen. Any extra energy being utilized to put that inject on that hatchery, because if you're not high level, your injects are probably going to be off some of the time, and you can use that extra energy for the you can use that extra energy for the extra hatchery. Sorry guys, I've kind of got tongue-tied there. We do have +1/+1 coming down for Terran. Not going to pay attention to that as much. We have 30 links coming on the way because he spotted this push coming down. Like I said, it's the Marauder Hellion. This isn't really an all-in yet because I don't know, it's just not as big as it could have been. And they are going to get into the mineral line and get a little bit lodged in there. Such a hard location to deal with for the Zerg player. He is going to lose his queen, and but the drones and Zerglings will surround. He's going to lose a lot of drones here. 9 so far, 11. But that is quite a bit better than losing the hatchery. And since he has such a big bank, he can just resupply on drones. +2/+2 coming down, and when's he gonna start it? That hatchery almost died. That would have been horrible. We do see a counterattack about to start up here for Sasquatch. Because this isn't walled off, it will be able to do quite a bit of damage. And siege mode hasn't even been started yet, which is a side effect of the all-in he did. Now Sasquatch could have had better map control throughout this, but there were just so many Hellions on the field. It was gonna be hard to get that map control. And we do see this infestation pit coming down here for Sasquatch, and it's going to be Ling and Fester guys to defend against most pushes, and it's going to have such a good effect. Ling, just like I said, with quick upgrades are so good, and we do see he's going to do a lot of damage here. There's just so many Lings. He's going to kill off these 2 siege tanks, and yep, these Marines are all going to die. This is a very effective trade because Zerglings for almost anything are really good because they're just so dirt cheap and you can get so many so fast. And he just did a lot of damage. He killed off a couple of siege tanks. Now that might not seem worth it for 11 drones, but the siege tank number is everything. The Terran really can't push out against the Zerg until his siege tank number is efficient. Now we do see a Baneling Nest coming down. I think he still does this. There's a while he wasn't doing it, but the Baneling Nest is just as a precaution. This build can be kind of risky if your opponent just does straight up Marines for a while, but once this pathogen glands come down, there's going to be not really any Marine play viable. Now we do see this hive coming down for Sasquatch. Now that's a very quick hive. That's 12 minutes the hive's starting. He's just getting as much gas as he can and using it up as soon as he can. And we're gonna see a very weird